All right, we are live. Let me just double check. Yep, there we go. All right, let's skip the ad. All right, we are 15 countries deep right now, which, if I remember correctly, is less than we started with last week, which isn't awesome. But we lick our wounds, we keep going, and now we are somewhere that's fairly arid and has some mountains. So, let's go this way. This car's this way. My immediate feeling is Chile. And just to explain that, well, the two things I just said. Arid, mountains, where's the sun? Sun's to the south, never mind. Forget I said anything. All right, we're in the Northern Hemisphere, not Chile. Cats is in the chat saying hello. Hello, Cats. I hope you enjoyed your trip. And if I had just, clicked a couple frames over, I would have seen the Kurg plate on this car. And let's find the Kurg plate on... Yep, look at that. Kurg plate on that one, too. Awesome. So, forget I said anything about Chile. This is Kyrgyzstan. Any objections to Kyrgyzstan? It seems to fit. Yep, Cat saying Kyrgyzstan then. Let's do it. Fantastic. At Artuk. Cats, is the trip you're doing to Central Asia going to that lake? I know it's a pretty popular spot. Also, Jordan or Israel. Like 100% sure. Aqaba. That is down here, isn't it? Yes. Well, that's nice and easy. Given it's Aqaba and Aqaba port, I think we're pretty safe with Jordan. Unless, yep, Cat saying Aqaba's Jordan. Let's do it. Okay, supposed to be a day or two there. Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen pictures of there. It looks pretty cool. Been looking at that too for when I do Central Asia. So, immediate vibes are Northwest Europe, France, Britain, Ireland. Maybe not with those houses though. These combined with the scenery makes me think Baltic or maybe even Eastern Europe. But if you asked me right now, I would say like a Latvia, Lithuania. Yeah, Cat's saying you think Baltic as well. That's just, yep, a number. That's a car that's not going to be too helpful right now. Let's keep moving a bit. Let's see if we can get some words. No. I don't think the yield signs are going to be too helpful either because they're, yeah. There's no words on them. Anything happening in this yard? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. These are the really good ones. The ones in the middle of European forests. They're the best. Nothing compares. And it's not... I'm very sold on it being Baltic just through vibes. These look like older cars, though. I could see it being Eastern Europe somewhere. Ooh, that's a sign. And it's too far away to read. Amazing. So we got lumber. And just, yeah, still nothing helpful. These are just amazing rounds. Nope, still not helpful. All the cars are looking older. Like, there really haven't been any newer cars, which makes me think it makes me hesitant to go Baltic. I feel like Baltic would have slightly... It would be less frequent, the older cars, I feel like. Cat saying I kind of missed this stream, barely had any internet when I was on my trip. Internet data is expensive. Yeah, so is that... It was a cruise, right? Because I've never been on. I assumed you got Wi-Fi on the boat. Because I don't know how people can... Ooh, excuse me. I feel like people aren't jumping at the idea of spending a bunch of time on a boat without internet in today's age. I feel like that's how you lose customers. But also, words here that we can't read. Yay! Well, we miss having you in the chat, cats. And you know what else I miss? Words. I would love to see words. Okay, bought an eSIM and can only get phone signal when you're closer to the island. Got you. How are the eSIMs? Have you done those several times? Because I've been looking into those, and it seems like I've gotten a couple ads for it, but haven't actually tried it before. Usually when I go to other countries, I bring my old phone and try to get a SIM and put it in that, but the old phone has like an hour of battery life. It's like an iPhone 8, maybe? So just that combined with it, yeah, no, if it's on it's not foreign if it's on a local SIM. So yeah, it's just actually that bad. Okay, so we've got, oh boy. Is that Estonian? Okay, Katz is saying Klaipėda is in Lithuania. I think we go Lithuania then. YOLO. Love it. Okay, you bought eSIMs many times. They're useful, but in some places the data is expensive. Okay. And is it similar to having, the signal you would have back home? Or is it worse quality? Okay, left-hand drive, English. It's, here we go. Herbert Reserve. It doesn't give me an immediate vibe for which English-speaking country this is. It could be several, so I don't want to guess one, and then, okay, that feels Australian. Maybe not, actually. Alsternwick to Iraq. It's not. Okay, .au. There was the tiniest little bell going off in my head that was saying South Africa. Okay, depends on the country. Logged into some of their biggest phone networks. Some places they're better than Canada, but some are way worse. Okay. I'd assume it's kind of scaled. Like, I wouldn't expect the same kind of service in, say, Malawi as you would get in Canada, but, scaled for expectations and, local quality of life and infrastructure. Because, when I was still on a US phone, when I was living in the UK, it was, I couldn't load a Snapchat. It took like 20 minutes. And I wouldn't go to a less developed country and be like, why isn't my Snapchat loading? But in the UK, I was kind of like, all right, come on. Also, there's this sign up here. D2. Really can't figure out what's happening on this sign. Ill Tired is joining. I'm here, just get back from the pool. Love it. Ill Tired, you got to report in on what you made for dinner last night. I need to know what the Sunday night meal was this week. Really, just need. So I just there should be an urban map for streaks. There definitely is. There literally is. I know that there is. Ill Tired. So, okay, listening in the car. You were roamless for the first time in the UK, and it was pretty good for an eSIM. But check eSIM DB for Sims. Okay. That's solid. I feel like that's a massive game changer. Because I have T-Mobile, which is awful outside US, Canada, Mexico. And, hold up. No, okay, well, moving on. We have a sign here. DFCI. Well, not helpful. Latin characters, European plate there. What was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought. It was something about... Oh yeah, T-Mobile. You kind of... Like, it's... What's it? Yeah, in US, Canada, Mexico, it works well. Moment you step out of those three countries, it's like more frustrating than not having signal. Just sitting there trying to, staring at your phone, waiting for one web page to load. That one web page could be like local emergency number, and it'll just take 20 minutes. It's the worst thing ever. And that was what traveling abroad was for me for the longest time, and still largely is, because they have the international passes that you can get, and I got a 50 gig one time, and it expired in 2 days. It was like, you've used it all, and I was like, absolutely no way. There's no way I've done that. But Ill Tired saying yes, you missed the stream too. Yeah, I forget you both missed last week. Man, that's crazy. 2 weeks without the stream. And we're on our 3 weeks of, this is the first of our 3 Monday streams. Yeah, yes. Aha, we have some French. Ill Tired saying I feel like this might be Greece, maybe not with the Latin. Yeah, might be behind. Let me refresh. Gotcha. It was actually interesting when I stopped streaming last week, hit stop streaming, end stream. So I have the stream play in a browser so that I can see how many people are watching at any moment. And so I clicked back onto the live feed, and it was like 5 minutes behind. I was kind of like, ooh. Okay. Really, really weird thing. Have we been here? Do I have deja vu, or have we been here? I feel like I'm making that up. So yeah, French. Cat saying Switzerland or France. Completely agree. Question is which one? Swiss have... I'm trying to think what the Swiss plates look like. Is it the same as the European plates? La Riviera. Let's go over here. Okay, Swiss plates are different. Well, we've seen a European plate. So that would make me think France, but also cars move. 04. France is 3-3. That's their international. I don't know. I don't know what you call that. That's their international dialing code. Yeah, El Tired saying 2 weeks between London and airport crazy, so good to catch up. Wait. Saint Paul. Bouches du Rhône. Okay. Yep. Yep. Il Tired saying France. Cat saying France. Let's do it. Cool. Sri Lanka. Right? What's. Okay. Il Tired saying Bouche. Mouth of Rhone River. Okay. That is helpful for my terrible French. Yeah, Cat's saying your guess is Sri Lanka too. I feel like this color scheme is more akin to Sri Lanka, but this features in the Indian flag. So Mount Royal International School. But yeah, how was London ill tired? I think we need a. Yeah, both of you we need some trip reports. RS. That would be rupees, but I don't know the Sri Lankan currency, unfortunately. I don't know these plates either. Oh, wait. LK? Info at .comsystems.lk. Cat saying LK. Okay. LK Sri Lanka. Let's do it then. Right, Cat saying always travel end of January as it's my birthday. That's cool. I like that you recognize you do something for your birthday. I never actually do that. I'm always just like, yeah, sick, and do nothing. It's a nice little reward. Also, I usually open. Okay, so this is I sit. So if I'm looking like this, there's a window right here. So there's a window right behind my main monitor. And I will usually, like during the day, I'll crack the window a bit to let the air come through. And that's, it's nice. You get the little breeze. Once I see like one fly come through, then I'll close it. I don't know how, but a million mosquitoes got in today without me noticing. And I've just been getting bit sitting here. I'm just itchy all over. It's a nightmare. And then when you get bit by one and you feel like you've been bit in 100 other places and it just gets in your head. That's what I'm dealing with mentally right now, is the feeling of 1,000 mosquito bites. So this is in English. I would guess Philippines here, honestly. Cat saying I had enough of doing nothing during my birthday. It's winter and cold. Yeah. So I started traveling 3 years ago for my birthday, and I will probably be doing it forever. Okay, Malaysia or Indonesia, not Philippines. I would be more inclined to think Malaysia then, given the prevalence of English there, rather than Indonesia. I guess we just need to find a car that is driving on the left side of the road. So, yep, you're correct in it not being the Philippines. Yeah, Cat saying Malaysia. I'm happy to go Malaysia at this point, if others are. That's one thing I didn't consider with your birthday, is that you're in a very cold place at a very cold time of the year. It makes sense that you'd want to get out. Whereas, well, don't exactly have seasons here. Melody Cafe. Let's do it. Nope, nope, nope. That was... Whoops. Tired saying, we'll have to share deets on my trip. I'll be reheating my dinner soon. Stay tuned for meal details too. I am excited. I am on the edge of my seat waiting for these meal details. Apollo Cinema. Got some brands up here. This looks cool. This is, okay. Well, Estonia. Right here. Today it's a -11 Fahrenheit. That is insane. Yeah, definitely share the Instagram pics. Absolutely, cats. If you put it in the Discord, check it out after the stream. Also, we good with Estonia? Yeah, here we go. TN is street, right? Yeah, cat saying Estonia. Sick, let's do it. Awesome. Right in Tallinn. And these are New York State plates. Kirkwood, New York. Tired if you're not reheating your food right now and you want to take a shot at where we are in New York just for funsies. I know it doesn't matter, but give you the opportunity as a New Yorker. Tired saying, hold on, just heard it. Let me see if we can get out onto the main street. This is when Tired self-doxes by being like, ah, yes, that's my Citibank. I didn't know they had City MD outside the city. That's interesting. Terryville Road. Woodhull Avenue. I don't know. Tired, you have to guide us to where in New York State this is. Looks Southern Tier area. Is that this thing here? 86 corridor, probably. Okay. I don't know what that means. Well, no, I just don't know where that is. I would assume it's near 87. Oh, right, I forget it's not. Okay, closer to the Binghamton, PA border. Looks like it was Long Island. I don't know. That's, it's a pretty rough guess, Tired. I expect more from you. Okay, white plate. It's jungly. I'd say Colombia if that plate behind us was very clearly not Colombian. Wasn't very clearly not Colombian. Where are the arrows going the wrong way? Are we moving? Yeah, we're moving. Right? We're moving further away from where I'm clicking. I'm not crazy there, am I? We're definitely moving further away from where I'm clicking. And now what happens? Now we go the way I was trying to click. Amazing. So we just have to do this backwards. This is so weird. Maybe it'll flip around. I have no idea where this might be. Anyone have any thoughts? Yeah, it's just jungle with no good clues or anything. Cat saying no thoughts, maybe keep clicking. Can share travel stories for now. Sounds good. Ooh, what's this one do? No, I'm just turned around. Okay, well, we're going the correct direction now. I have no idea what it's doing. Okay, that's correct. This is correct. Nice, okay. We're good. Are we good? Did that sent us back, didn't it? This is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And I can't even zoom because of the way the arrows change. Okay, it's kind of... Ooh, Cat saying I was so lonely on the cruise. Only passenger that wasn't 60 and above was you. I've never heard of that before. What kind of cruise was it? I really have never heard of it. I've never done a cruise, but I feel like that's not the main kind of clientele. Huh. Yeah, 5 new countries. When you mentioned in the Discord how many countries you'd been to, I know it was in the 60s. I was pretty blown away by that. It's really cool. I mean, you're over 25%, pretty much no matter what number you use because generally, including the places that people don't really consider country, like the number's usually always between 195 and like 203. So at 60 something, yeah, 69 in total now. I wasn't sure if that was the actual number or that was the number that was sticking out because it's haha funny number. But yeah, that's wild. What is here's a tough question. Least favorite and favorite. Neither one can be Canada. That's not a valid answer. I'm trying to think of it for myself as well. Okay, most favorite is Japan. That's valid. That would make sense. I don't even need you to explain that one. That one's self-explanatory. I'm definitely interested to hear least favorite, though. Yeah, okay. Least favorite might be hard to answer. Do you have like a finalists for least favorite, though? Like it's between these 3 or 4? Come on, just drive it on through. Oh. Ooh, okay. Monaco. That makes sense. I wasn't expecting that one, but I can see it. This sucks so much. This is terrible. It's cloudy, so we can't even get a hemisphere. Tired saying least favorite was Russia. Really? I feel like Russia would be such an interesting one. What didn't you like about that? Because, I mean, like, Monaco, like you're saying, Cats, felt very poor there. I get that. I feel like Russia. There better be something cool up here. Come on. There we go. And Iltired's saying you did 3 weeks in Japan in 2023. What do you do with 3 weeks somewhere? Because that's... I feel like I get bored of a new city in a couple days. Like 1 week in a new city sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. Worse so than this. Okay, we'll use the arrows. I feel like you just run out of stuff to do and you're just kind of there at a point. Cat saying Malawi is challenging as well. Beautiful people with beautiful sights, but infrastructure is so bad. Corruption is hindering the progress of the country. Yeah, that's fair. I was curious if you would include Malawi, because I remember you went there last year. Yeah, last year. So I was curious if that would end up on the list, just with how rough the country can be in terms of development. Why is it not moving? This is terrible. It's not only that the landscape gives us nothing, the arrows don't work. Let's go down. Let's try to get to these houses. No, we're going away from them. Okay, fantastic. Iltara saying Monaco wasn't too great either, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't love Monaco when I went either. It's just kind of like, okay, this is here. I was also kind of disappointed. I really liked Nice, but because I'm just thinking that area. I liked Nice, but I think I was expecting a bit more from the beaches of southern France. And I got there and it was just rocks. I was like, this kind of sucks. and then, what was it? Like 2 months later, I started a class and we did the whole, this was in college, you did the whole, you go around the room, name, major, hometown. And, I mentioned, being from the Florida Gulf Coast. And the professor was like, oh, those are the best beaches ever, anywhere. You go to the south of France, then you go to the Tampa area and you're just blown away. I was like, wow, that's disappointing. But yeah, I'll try saying also food's heated, homemade. Ooh, okay. Homemade Chile. That's how fried my brain is with this. It's like geography brain rot. I saw Chile the food and said Chile the country with homemade cornbread. Nice. I dig it. Homemade corn. I can't remember the last time I had cornbread. Okay, Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Okay. 3 weeks, so that's about 3 days in each city. Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's my 2020 COVID trip. They got 3 times rescheduled and only the days I could rebook. My award ticket was to turn the trip to 3 weeks. Fair enough. I like it. I like the approach. Trip got canceled, so I'm treating myself to a 3-week trip. Cat saying, okay, you also did 3 weeks in Japan too in 2007. So many things to see in 3 weeks. First international travel with friends. That's definitely a way to start. Kicking it off with a heavy hitter. Did those cities too. Favorite experience was staying at the Buddhist temple in a holy mountain there called Koyasan. We did the evening meditation and also attended the 6 a.m. prayer. Man. That sounds amazing. That genuinely sounds amazing. Wow. What does one budget for 3 weeks in Japan? I feel like it's got to be such a bank breaker. I'd love to do it, but it's so expensive. And it goes back to my thing that I've mentioned 1,000 times of I want to save safer countries until I'm older. I can't go do stupid stuff. Climbing up. This is a nightmare. This is an actual nightmare. I don't know what direction we've been going in. It just keeps getting turned around. I'm just clicking. I like. Like, what do I even? There's just this is a nightmare. This is top 10 least favorite rounds of all time. There's ones that are confusing, that are fun. This just sucks. Like, I'm clicking, and where are we going? And this isn't the way I want. We just teleported, and now we just keep teleporting. This is a nightmare. And we're back. What? This is just a loop. This is an endless loop. We have to go down, I guess. Alright. I'm pressing the here. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm pressing the return to start button because this is impossible. Katz is asking what's in the sign. I have no idea. I keep trying to get close to it and then get sent to the shadow realm. So, I don't know. I'm going back to the start. And I'm going in what I think is the other direction. Can't really be sure, though. Hate this one. Wanderer saying, lived in Japan for 2 years. Kyoto's a dream. It's expensive, but cheaper than Scandinavia. Okay. That's cool. I feel like I wouldn't expect that. That's reassuring. Cat saying getting food from convenience stores and grocery in Japan helped with the money. Gotcha. Found Kyoto affordable. And yeah, Katz was also saying it can be cheaper if you stayed in hostels, get the JR pass, use the trains, don't eat out much. See, my thing is... Wait, which direction are we going? This is an endless loop. I want to just guess somewhere. Because we're just getting stuck in an endless loop. But we're at 24. Like... Wait a minute. This Toyota's left-hand drive. This is East Africa. So this is... I would bet money on Kenya. Could be Uganda. I don't think it's South Africa. This is Kenya or Uganda. That is me locking in my answer. We can keep meandering around this clueless jungle. Or we can do a vote. We're doing a poll. Classic poll. Uganda. What's Kenya? Keep looking. If you click keep looking, you put my sanity at risk if you select keep looking. So, okay. Found Kyoto affordable, maybe because Canada's expensive. See, the thing is, when I travel, traveling abroad is my excuse to eat out. I refuse to spend the money on it at home in the States. So when I'm abroad, that's when I'm like, I'm gonna get a nice dinner, or I'm gonna eat out. It doesn't even have to be nice. This is my excuse to not cook at home. All right. The votes seem to be unanimous for Uganda. So, let's do it. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's Kenya. Like I said. I think that is my redemption for the Lithuania-Italy mix-up. For once, that was not me. Brazilian plates. Cat saying I eat out too, but once in a while, like in Japan, we ate at a Kobe beef restaurant. Gotcha. You kind of that's. I feel like that's on another level. There's me saying, haha, I'm lazy. I don't feel like cooking in the hotel or hostel, and just using it as an excuse to blow a ridiculous amount of money on food. And then there's, being smart about it and knowing that there are certain foods that you have to try when you go somewhere. And putting the money aside to, go try Kobe beef. That's something you have to do. I feel like if you don't do that, then you're missing out on a certain level of the culture and being there. Tired saying I'm the total opposite. I run around so much, by the time I get back in, I'm exhausted. It's how I end up losing weight on trips. No, for real. I don't know if this happens to any of you, but like on trips, on long ones, I'll get in my head that I'm not going to the gym. I'm not exercising. This is so bad. I'm gonna I'm gonna be so out of shape by the end of this. It's gonna take me months to get back into shape, and then it just doesn't happen. I end up being completely fine because you're walking around, seeing the sights and burning all those calories, or I'm not gonna try it. It's French, but Belgium or France? I think it's France. These don't have the red glow of a Belgian plate. Wanderer saying it's worth it to eat out in Japan. Not everywhere's expensive, but everywhere will be great. That is a great way of putting it. I almost just scrolled in on Japan. Tired saying, well, I thought I saw some yellow plates back there. You did, and I ignored them. You did. So let's go back. I saw those, but I hadn't seen enough of the other plates yet, and I was just like, okay, these are all yellow plates. Also, thing is with Japan, at least sushi, top 2 favorite foods, or food, how do you phrase this? Top 2 favorite cultures of food. Does that make sense? It's Mexican, Japanese for me. Probably Mexican, Japanese, hot take, Argentinian. Okay, I think the yellow plates were just a fluke. And we're at 1, so let's do France. The stakes aren't exactly high right now. Cat saying, I agree, Japanese food is really great, even the cheap places. I love Japanese food. Odds are I Uber Eats sushi after this. That would be pretty cool. That would ooh, it is. Now I'm really hungry. I was feeling kind of hungry before I started, and now I'm ravenous. This is probably Sweden. It looks like Sweden, and then this looks Swedish. It's just very Swedish vibes. Cat saying mine's Italian food. That's a good one. And then, yeah, okay. Italian food in Italy, then Japanese food. That's fair. I can appreciate Italian food, but it's just never been massively appealing to me. I do really like chicken parm and bruschetta and wine, but it just has never had the appeal to me that it does for everyone else. And it'll tired mentioning the absolute most amazing food to ever exist, poutine, which is just I love poutine so much. Absolutely, absolutely love poutine. I haven't had it in maybe 5 years. The last time I can remember having poutine was, I think, March 13th, 2020, at a Wendy's in Montreal. That was the last time I had it. Yeah, Cat saying maybe do a trip to Montreal to eat poutine. Poutine trip would go crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Iltide said I was just typing the same thing. Cat saying after eating Italian food in Italy, I can't go back to Italian food in other countries. Like, so again, super unpopular opinion, I really didn't notice much of a difference. But that's, again, Italian food is wasted on me. A lot of foods are wasted on me. Not poutine, though. Poutine goes crazy. I was in Toronto for a few days in January 2020, and that's when I first tried poutine, and everywhere I went, I was just like, poutine, let's get it. That was so delicious. Are we feeling Swedish here? Cat saying we also... I forget that Calgary is in the same like cultural sphere as the east of Canada, honestly. Oh, not Swedish. Okay. Good thing I didn't do that. Obviously, Calgary, Canada, but I feel like... And while okay, this is Baltic. That seems like the next logical guess after Sweden for this. And it's while I'm not one to really hone in on North American cultural differences, because I feel like they're a little overdone. Isn't that the... Great, that's gone. Cat saying maybe Finland. I don't think it's Finland. We don't have Finnish street signs. But yeah, I feel like... Nope, there we go. That's a Finnish street sign, of course. As I say it. But I feel like North American cultural differences are maybe over-exaggerated. Because people want to have a sense of identity. But I forget that Calgary is kind of part of that kind of side of Canadian culture. I don't know if that makes much sense. It does kind of look like Finnish, though, now that you're saying it, Cats. I don't know. Oh, okay. Rovaniemi is where the Santa Claus village is. Well, there we go. Let's do Finland. Yep, there it is, Rovaniemi. Siegelhutenstrasse. That's definitely not a hard name to pronounce. Very low effort name. It's just... How many letters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is a 16-letter word. These people have to write that every time they mail a letter or fill out a form. with their address on it. They have to write that entire 16-letter word. Yeah, there we go. Kind means no. Oh, no. Okay, no Ewannnawe Kent here. So in case you were going to Ewannnawe Kent there, you can't. Can't sing Germany or Austria. I would completely agree. FFW. Okay, let's go. I guess we can't go anywhere else other than this way. Ooh, map on the bus stop. I did not catch that. All right. Oh, yep, look at that. Okay, so I would assume down here-ish. Oh, Cat Sings Switzerland. Wait, so is this right here the meeting of the three borders? Where's... Nope, because that's... Nope, they made it a lake there. Okay, it said Schweiz. Oh, yep. See, you always catch these things, cats. You always catch the small things that I don't notice. Let's do it. Well, that's not even where I was looking in Germany. Oh well, we were at 3, so not the end of the world. Again, Brazil just started out. Cat's asking, why did it say Schweiz there? Let's see if maybe that means something else. Schweiz. Oh, yep, nope. When you type that in, it takes you to the... It just says Switzerland, a country in Europe. Cost fast. Nix. Yeah, so I have no idea why it said Switzerland there. That's definitely odd. Yeah, Bins. Ogsen. German, right? Osgen. Yep, German. So, which German-speaking country? Yeah, no point trying that. Schönbrunner. Alle. So that means beautiful. I assume that means street or alley of some sort. Well, it wouldn't be street Strasse, but you get what I'm saying. Road of some sort. So beautiful Brunner Avenue? Alley? Probably shouldn't go off this. That's... Yeah, that's not even a... That wouldn't make sense. Unless that's... No. Every single German-speaking country would have... So, these are letters that are... So, like a country's web address will have lowercase letters, right? You have an A, which is that big, and you have a D, which is that big. These are smaller letters, so it wouldn't be the D in DE. There's no T in AT. There's no H in CH. Like this isn't a local web address, but this is still in German, which is weird. Autobus Hotel. Scholl Hesseldorf. We are Uber something. Whew. What's going on here? Infilm, private school, Saturday Night Fever. Oh, it said Wien. Did it really say... Or Vien? No way. Where did it say that? That is... How have I missed that somewhere? Oh, I see it. Well, anyone object to Austria? We got Vienna. Going once. Going twice. Let's do it. Awesome. Cool. Argentina? Okay, Cat saying that tram sign looked familiar. Were the trams there before? I have two, but like forever ago, so I don't remember the tram signs. I feel like I wouldn't remember tram signs anywhere I hadn't been within like the past year. This is 100% Argentina. This will be in Spanish. Yep. Except that looks... Wow. Sounds more Incan, which would be Chile. Cats is saying Brazil? No, because the Nye isn't in Portuguese. It would be NH if it were in Portuguese. Yeah. Oh, no, that's the Chilean government logo. So, well, that's one of the two I was thinking of. So let's go ahead and do that, because, I mean, Chilean government logo is pretty solid evidence. Yep. All right. 3 down. I'm tired. Italian plate. Oops. That's... Oh, this is Albania. Yeah, this is Albania. This plate is used by Italy and Albania. Italy's just more common, so I went with that. Yep, Cat's saying Albania. Let's do it. Nope, that one. Awesome. Where next? This is Finland. Probably. Gotta be. I kind of want to just do it to see if that's correct. I feel very... Okay, Katz is saying I can do it. If I have permission, then let's do it. Nice. Love it. I think I've mentioned this, but I did that in front of a coworker one time. Like, I spawned in because I was explaining what the stream was, and I pulled up GeoGuessr on my phone, and I spawned in on it. I pulled up streaks, spawned in. I was like, okay, well, this is Finland, and I did it. She was like, what? How did you do that? Bujak. Cat saying woohoo, well done. Thanks, Cats. I feel like that's one of the ones we all just know. Bujak. Can't say I know it. European Union flag right there. Can't pick up anything else from the sign, though. This is Eastern to Central Europe. Kut for us. Does this be Hungarian? I'm starting to doubt that. Oh, okay, yeah. Cat's saying it. It's Hungarian. Let's do it. Awesome. 6. Eastern Europe, we have the European plates. Wasn't expecting that. That's Estonian or Finnish. So let's try to get out of the lots here. I think Estonian would make more sense. given the architecture. Yeah, .ee, Estonia. Any objections? Yep, Cats is saying Estonia. Let's do it. Love it. We're flying through. And, yep. Of course, as I say that. Okay. Let's see some stuff. Waldhof. Sounds Germanic. Keep on moving a bit. And we get to Dahlhausen. Can't read any of that. But it's in German. The land's fairly flat. It would surprise me if this were Austria or Switzerland. But should find something slightly concrete. Let's look over here. Communication service. Yeah. Horsterstrasse. I think we do Germany here. Nice. Another Germany. Hanover, Kassel, Frankfurt, Darmstadt, Köln, Wiesbaden, Mainz. Yep. Germany too. Getting a lot of Germanys today. This should be United States. Nope, Hamilton, Ontario. Let's look for the white plates. Yep, the classic Ontario white plates that flood the streets of Florida every spring. It's the seasonal migration. Yeah, I'm tired saying geez, Germany again. That's it's not the first time that sentence has been said. Yeah, Cat saying Canada then. Let's do it. Cat saying downtown Hamilton's a dump. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's got anything crazy going for it. Yeah. Hamilton. Hamilton was an industrial city, wasn't it? And that's kind of, it's in the post-industrial phase. Concrete road, looking jungly. And English. Right-hand drive. Yep, right-hand drive. Cat saying Philippines vibes. This is the Philippines. Every single bit of everything we've seen says Philippines. Watch this. Come on, click on it. Yup, easy. Awesome. Absolutely fantastic. You know what I could be down for here? Kenya. Ugh, excuse me. I'm burping. No, hiccuping. Which is okay. I think it's calmed down. I think we might be in southern Kenya. Yep, back to double digits. We did it fairly quick too. Just zoomed on through. Trying to see what side that car's steering wheel is on. It's on the left side, which supports my southern Kenya theory. Yep, this bus is... Hold on. this part of the text would be massively helpful, but we can't see it. So let's try to look at the front of the bus. Nothing helpful. Golden Bridge Express. Yeah, nothing helpful. All right. I'm very confident in Kenya. Let's zoom. Hopefully we find something fairly quickly. Come on, just... Oh, what an interesting round with such cool scenery. It's so exciting. I love watching rural, maybe Kenya, go by kind of blurry and slow. It's just thrilling. You should get like elevator music for these scenes. Something like that. Something to make it less just all of Kenya coming at you. Ganzi on the A3. B3, A2, A1, B roads need to stay south of the equator. A3. So let's just follow the A3. Want to see how crazy of a genius I am? Just gonna follow that. Okay, Katz is saying the sign looks South African though. Don't say that. That's disappointing. Does South Africa have A roads? I don't think they do. There aren't any, like, anywhere. El Tired's saying, I feel like we've had A3 in South Africa before. Don't say that. Don't say that. They don't have A roads. There's A roads in Botswana. So maybe we find the A3 in Botswana. Yeah, Ganzi. This is Botswana. Cool. So I was pretty far off base and did not show my amazing genius there. Anyone object to Botswana? Pretty solid here. So, I mean, 100 kilometers going southwest. So we're like, I don't know, here. Okay, yeah. Cat saying got Botswana vibes there too, since the sand is white. Kenya is reddish. It felt like it wasn't as white as Botswanan sand normally is, but guess I'm wrong. Kyrgyzstan. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. I could barely see the little red on that plate. It was just like easy. That's one of those ones that would blow someone's mind if they didn't know the metas. Also, .fi. Cat saying well done. Thank you. There was zero skill involved there. That was literally, I see Kyrg plate. Just gonna do it. But Finnish country code. This looks Finnish. Anyone object to Finland? Cat saying you're going to Kyrg this year too, right? Attempting to, yes. That would be the goal. Hit up, don't even know the name of the lake. The lake we were talking about. Issyk-Kul. Yeah, I've been working on my Russian. I was number 1 in the Diamond League last Sunday. Or last whatever day of the week the Diamond... Oh, man. I did not do enough this week. I think I might get demoted. That's rough. I got a notification earlier on my phone that mentioned the Diamond League, and I was like, I'm not going to read that right now. But I think it's, you're about to be demoted from the Diamond League. I'm too tired to get I'm never too tired to get Duolingo XP. I might have to grind for a bit after this and then go to sleep. Gonna work for the rest by grinding Duolingo XP. It was really funny. I totally scammed it last week when the new week started on Duolingo, and it was like, welcome to the Diamond League. I finished my daily challenges and got what's it? I was on like a triple XP boost. And for whatever reason, I don't even know what the mode was. It was the little purple circle with the lightning bolt in it. And it was originally like a 40 XP like refresher lesson, but I had the triple XP and it kept letting me do it over and over again. So I was just it was a timed one too. You had like a minute and a half. So every minute and a half I was getting 120 XP. I was just fully gaming the system. Wasn't learning anything. Iltard saying you can get a Duolingo education account and unlimited skips. What do you mean unlimited skips? What do you skip? Like, yeah, I really don't know what you mean. I can't think of what a skip would be. European plate. What if this is Finland? Oh, skip ads. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Skip ads meant unlimited mistakes. Merge both into one sentence. Okay. Wait, so what's a Duolingo education account then? Because I pay for crazy Duolingo. Iltard saying you thought you saw an FI a while back. So our last round was Finland, and I was honestly just thinking the same thing of, did I remember to guess Finland? But I did. I know I did. Yeah, Kat saying Finland again. This is a Finnish sign, so I think we're good. Sammy Marco's hopping in saying hi. Hello, Sammy Marco. Welcome in. Glad to see you, even though it is a Monday. I remember you said you wouldn't be able to make it. So, happy to see that. Yep, Sammy Marco saying Sensumi. Love it. 15, on a roll. Yay! Oh, goody. Left-hand drive. Actually, I think this is South Africa. I think South Africa has the yellow edge lines. I think. Iltard saying at least it isn't German again. German would be... Okay, yeah, no. If you're referring to the last round, yes, I agree. If you're referring to this round, I vehemently do not agree. No! That's not a South African plate. Or a Botswanan plate. So, I don't want to repeat the stuff that I was saying a couple rounds ago, but I think that might be a Kenyan plate. At the very least, that's what Ugandan plates look like too. Which is... I don't know. I don't know how to react to that plate. Let's read this sign. Here we go. We have the red dirt Hanahai Valley. I wouldn't even know where to look. Oh, let's look Botswana real quick. Yeah, I don't even know where to look. Rough. Cat's asking Kenya then, but I'm not. I know that plate is at least Ugandan, but look, yeah, this car has different plates than the one that just passed. This one has a red plate. What does this one have behind us? I think they just don't have a front plate. Oh, but they're going to pass us. So let's see what they have. Oh, and there's words. There are words that we can read. .bw. Botswana Funeral Fund. Anyone object to Botswana? Again, we're getting a lot of duplicates. This will be 16. We've had Botswana twice, Finland at least twice, Germany twice. It feels like a lot. But let's go in and do Botswana. Yep, and on the A3 again. That is wild. Yep, Cat saying no objection. Sammy Marco asking how much money the flight to Martinique. That was, I think, didn't you fly to Florida and then took the boat from there? Okay, flew to Barbados and joined the cruise there. Gotcha. Ooh, strawberries. These are some cool mountains. We got what looks like Thai right here. This is okay, yeah. Reduced speed, they're oriented. Man, my brain is fried. Oriented for left-hand drive. Yeah, that's definitely Thai, right? Yeah, Cat saying Thailand. Yeah. Yeah, Sammy Marcus saying, okay, the Caribbean, pretty good for winter. Yeah, we were just talking about the escaping the Canadian winter. Because Cat says it. Okay, multi-part question. What time does the sun set in Calgary this time of year? If the sun was still... I'm trying to... No, the sun was definitely down by the time you said it was negative 11 earlier, right? Also, anyone have any ideas other than Thailand on this, or are we good with Thailand? I'm tired saying London weather was better than Syracuse weather, but sunset at... Yeah, sunset at 4:30 in London is not awesome. That was the one thing. No, that's not the one thing. That was a thing that sucked about living that far north, is that, like in Glasgow, it was, oh, in the summer it's so cool, the sun's up until 10:30 at night, and then in the winter it's just like sadness. Yeah, 5:32 p.m. today, and that's... I mean, it was getting dark here at that time, but it wasn't like dark. That's usually around the time when I have to close the windows and turn the lights on because it's too dark to see things, but also not like night yet. Jeez, Sammy Marco. Sunrise in Iceland at 11 a.m. It's insane. What time was it going down? 5:33. That is terrible. That is... Wow, that is really rough. Also, let me just check this against Cambodian real quick. No, this is definitely Thai. Let's do it. Yep. Yeah, I'd imagine that makes jet lag worse. That's just this whole other variable that you have to consider. And that really, because you don't experience the normal kind of day in Iceland. Yikes. That's terrible. You know, there is actually, on the flip side of it, in Fairbanks, I don't know if they still do it, but during the summer solstice, or it might not be the summer solstice, but sometime around the summer solstice, when the sun just doesn't go down, they have this event where they play a midnight game of baseball. So they go to the... I don't know who even plays in this. I don't know who they convinced to play this game. If it's just some, like, locals or if it's a minor league baseball team. But they have a midnight baseball game where they, well, as the title would suggest, play baseball at midnight on/around the summer solstice. Sammy Marco saying, I don't know how the locals deal with it. Yeah, going to work, school in the pitch black. I mean, that's what winter is here in the States, in the Northeast. That's, you know, remember coming back from class close to 6, it's pitch black. Can't remember what time the sun will come up. Okay, this is English. Concrete road, right-hand drive. Is this the Philippines? I think this is the Philippines. El Tired saying, when I went to Iceland this summer, a group of Australians were telling me they just stayed on local time with the 20 hours of daylight in the summer. It didn't really matter what time it was. That's so funny. Yeah, staying on Australia time. That's Cat saying Philippines. I respect that. That's so funny. I mean, I've done that with, like, Florida and the UK and just been like, it's only a week. I'm not gonna adapt to the time change. But Australia, Iceland is so funny. Okay, we have... I think this looks more like Cambodian. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, have not been sleeping awesome. Past few nights. It was like 3 hours on Thursday night. How many on Friday? 5 on Friday. I can't remember Saturday. Look at that. Getting the days all mixed up. There's nothing... So, I mean... Right? In this box. We are in this box. Where specifically in this box, I can't narrow down any further. There are a lot of possible places for this. Yes, Sammy Marco, that is a fantastic little pun there. You could say Ewan is ill-tired. I tired, definitely. I might have to use a streak freeze for Duolingo after this. I think it's stream ends, close computer, sleep. That sounds really nice. I think I'm just gonna go to sleep after this. Tired saying, oh god, haha. We'll have a nap, then fires and missiles. I don't understand the reference. Sammy Marco asking, what language are you learning on Duolingo? Russian. But when I'm in a pinch for time and just need to get the XP to keep... On the days where I'm, doing 1,000 things and it gets to 11 p.m. and it's, gotta do the streak, and I'm still doing 1,000 things. Then I'll switch it over to Spanish and do a lesson in Spanish because I can just do that at light speed and not actually have to use my brain. Whereas the Russian, I'm actually like trying to sound words out. So I kind of cheat every now and then. I'm so sorry. You'll have to watch me yawn 1,000 times. Ooh, wait, that looks interesting. Ooh. Christopher Like has joined us. I'm here, just got off work. Happy to have you. Good to see you. This is an interesting structure. The structure makes me think, ooh. Also, is this the same round where we saw the Cambodian a bit ago, or have we already done Cambodia? I am tired. It is catching up with me. This looks like it could be Cambodian. Cat's saying I'll go to sleep too. Might still have jet lag, even though the difference is only 3 hours. No, that's fair. Especially, I mean, you're on your first or second day back. It's understandable. And I imagine you're probably going to sleep later. Or, no, that would be helpful. Forget I said anything. Ill-tired single god. I'll have to put the video in the Discord. It's the origin story for my username. Okay. Yeah, you're making a reference about the origin story of your username to someone who, for like the first 6 months of you attending the streams, didn't know that it was tired and not ill-tired. And I've just stuck with ill-tired because that's what I've been saying. Cambodian People's Party. This is the round where we saw Cambodian, and I didn't do Cambodia. Wow, there's a big yawn. Alright, Cambodia. Or Cambodia, as Katz is saying. Sammy Marco asking, planning a trip to Eastern Europe? More like Central Asia. Which is... It's kind of like the lingua franca. I don't know why that took me so long to think of the phrase. Sammy Marco saying, you yawn. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. I've heard every other possible version of the name. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying, I'm going to sleep after this too. That's, when the thought of like getting into your bed is just the most amazing thing you could possibly imagine. That's me right now. I was going to do stuff after this. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Ill-tired saying, probably prepping for GeoGuessr language too. Yeah, that's you know what? I had a really funny joke as I read that and I completely forgot it. Oh, I think the joke was going to be something along the lines of, actually, Russian appears in this game I play sometimes called GeoGuessr, and the joke would be that Russian is from GeoGuessr rather than real life. But I kind of fumbled it. Oh, Katz is saying French. I didn't even see that anywhere. Or I may have and didn't think. Yeah, no. Totally read that and just moved on. That is French. That is French. But it did help one time, because if you'll remember, there was the one time we were in North Macedonia. And... was it North Macedonia? No, it was Montenegro. And there was someone had tagged up a wall in Cyrillic, and I was like, yo, watch this, I'm gonna read that. And I sounded it out. And I was like, oh, I don't know what that means. And one of you was like, you just sounded out Podgorica, the literal capital of Montenegro. W Dig joining the chat saying, yo, we are so back. You're so back in the chat, WD. Good to see you in the chat. Tired saying, but corn, not Quebec, but odd to see corn in France. Can't say I can immediately recognize corn in the field. But yeah, definitely not Quebec. It's got the French sign, and not, they aren't Canadian signs. So let's just remove the possibility of Belgium, and then we'll be good. And we'll have one thing that, like, the most random and irrelevant thought that has occurred to me with all the rhetoric around the US-Canadian relationship right now is, if in the random alternate timeline where somehow let's say for some reason, as unlikely and just nonsensical as it is, Canada and the US, let's say Canada and the US become one country. I'll phrase it like that rather than the US annexing Canada. I'm curious as to what the attitude toward Quebec would be. Because the Canadian government has always had a more lenient stance on, like, if the Canadian provinces become US states, which is, again, ridiculous, I don't see the US federal government doing what the Canadian federal government has done and saying, well, we're a dual language country now. Everything needs to be in English and French. It's like a random little thing that I've been thinking about recently. It's like, how is that going to be approached if that were to happen? Yeah, I'm tired saying that it's a fascinating thought experiment. Because you open that door of, okay, so French is, one of the official languages in Canada, and you need to incorporate that you need to keep some semblance of that going. Kat saying, I feel this is France. I'm also happy to go with France here, if others are. Like, we've got the French signs. Nothing is saying that this is Belgium, really. Yeah. There's no red tint coming from the plate. But, say you open that door of creating, the multilingual framework in the US, it then would have to become it would have to become trilingual, because there would be infinitely more Spanish speakers than French speakers, but because of the precedent that the Canadian government has already established, you have to accommodate the French speakers in a way that the Spanish speakers aren't accommodated, and it's a really weird tangent to go on, and just a very random thought. Christopher likes also saying France. We've got 2 people saying France. Let's do it. Okay. And I just want to reiterate that I do not support annexing Canada. It's just a thought experiment. Yeah, this is German. And, okay, awesome. More German, .at. So probably Austria. What kind of, so they have a McFlurry in a different container than McFlurries are served in here, unless they've changed the McFlurry container in recent years. I admittedly haven't had one in about 4 years. Mini McFlurry, McSundae Deluxe, and the Ice Waffle. Christopher likes saying there is no official language of the U.S. and I will still call it the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I'm never using Gulf of America in an ironic way. I will say it as a joke because it's like slightly funny in a ridiculous kind of way. Okay, this is the same kind of street signs we saw in Austria earlier, and we just saw .at, so I think we're good for Austria unless anyone objects. But that's another layer to it. We don't have an official language in the U.S. Does this then open the door for that? Like, how does that? Does French then enjoy the same legal protections in the U.S.? But blah blah blah. Just, I don't know. I feel like but yeah, there we go, Austria. It's just random stuff to consider. I'll stop talking about that now. Iltired's saying, yeah, ditto Christopher. But I would be so pro-Quebec. Like, pro-Quebec independence. I could be down for that. I feel like it meant... I was thinking about that earlier today. I don't remember what specifically. Or I guess just how odd it is that... Was it like I saw Trudeau say something and it was entirely in English and I was like, man, it must suck to be Quebecois and not know and be someone who struggles with English and the PM speaks in English and you're just it feels like such an awkward union. Cat saying Argentina or Chile vibes. Christopher likes saying likely Argentina. I can get behind that. Suns to the north. I don't know, Quebec has just always interested me. And now I'm going on like a exhaustion fueled Quebec rant. So Christopher like saying mountains to the west, though it feels like the mountains are on all sides, I will say. But I definitely agree with it being the southern cone of South America. Are we moving? Yes. Okay, we are. We just passed the spot on that. Oh, no, wrong way. I started watching a spot on the mountain and it finally... No, there's... Okay. I've got to be vigilant. It just started doing the other direction. Okay, now we're out of coverage this direction, so we've got to turn around and we'll go this way now. Awesome. Very cool. So we just go on zooming. I feel like we're not moving again. Or going maybe the wrong way. Let me watch the mountain again. We are moving. Can confirm. Alright, let's stop. Okay, cool. Now we keep going. I feel like... I think I'm more on Team Argentina for this one. Just with the grass, if that makes sense. I feel like Chile doesn't have this much kind of open grass with the mountains, if that makes sense. I'm not articulating that properly, but it makes sense in my head. So let's look around. WDig saying, yep, agreed, Team Arg. Maybe we vote. Let's start a poll. Chile. We'll do Chile, Argentina, and keep looking. Chile, Argentina, keep looking. That's kept looking. Keep looking. Start poll. I would also like to point out, for those of you who weren't here earlier, democracy failed us earlier. I mentioned, I was like, this is Kenya. We put it to a vote. Uganda won, and it was Kenya. So I mentioned that is my redemption from the Lithuania-Italy fiasco. We seem to be unanimous for Argentina. Let's do it. I've got a screenshot. I have to screenshot that next to the poll that says Chile, Argentina, keep looking. And you were wrong, it's Mongolia. Oh, what a great screenshot. Oh, that's so funny. That is so unbelievably funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's... So... Cat's asking sun to the north, right? Yeah, sun was to the north. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Yeah, obvious panic in the chat after that one. That was... What? Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Like, would never figure that to be Mongolia. That is so funny. Eltard saying, don't say democracy failed, given current events. Okay, I'll give you that. Back to streaks. I do like, WDig suggesting we need a fun round for an energy boost. I could definitely get behind that. And earlier I mentioned, what if we did an urban map? How would people feel about an urban map streaks round? Sammy Marco saying states. That could be a... Ooh. Or do the New York map. Cat saying let's do urban map. Sammy Marco saying U.S. city streaks. 198 capitals. Urban is fine too. I feel like 198 capitals covers that pretty well. Or world cities. Let's do world cities. Because we can hit U.S. cities like Sammy Marco wants to do. And we also get urban. And okay, Sammy Marco's saying 198. Tired saying 198. WDig saying 190. Okay, let's do the 198 capitals of the world. Let's run it. Who made this? What language is that? So, French, English, Spanish. Don't know what that is. W-Dick saying LMAO. Cat saying French. I know this one's French. I don't know what this one is. Soti. Oh, like a French West African country. Eltard saying maybe Suriname. French Creole. Toilets, restroom, baño. Yeah, like French Creole. Fire hose reel, that's in English. That's confusing. Yeah, Cat's saying my guess is Caribbean island. So we have airport, MX post. WD saying Haiti. Cat's saying maybe Martinique for fun, as you were just there. Were there Creole translations? Christopher likes saying Jamaica, but yeah, Semi Marco saying Jamaica's English. Semi Marco saying Haiti. And oh yeah. That's a really good point, W Dig. Makes sense with the Spanish because of the Dominican Republic. Let's do Haiti. What do you mean almost too small to be Haiti though? Ill tired. Let's do it. Nice. Okay. Good job, everybody. We got Haiti. Semi Marco saying DR would not have French first. No, but because of proximity to the DR, that's why it would have Spanish on there. Okay, Ill tired. If it's world cities, that airport is really tiny. I'm glad I clicked it before you said that, because that is a really good point, and that would have fully thrown a wrench into my thinking there. I didn't see they mention port. Yeah, W Dick saying let's go. Okay, airports there are tiny. Remember that like a couple months ago when the Spirit Airlines flight got shot at? So we have English. Oh boy, these are some plates. So, I think this is Pakistan. Here's my rationale. English, left-hand drive. This seems like Muslim clothing. It's not Africa. It's not crowded enough to be Bangladesh. Ooh, good point, Sam Marco. No Urdu anywhere. Ooh. This right here says .pk. I have no idea how visible that is to you all, but I promise right here that says .pk. Yeah, Cat's saying that might be PK. But Semi Marco does have a good point that it's all in English. Though, I feel like... Okay, Christopher likes saying Pakistan's a good one. Cat's saying Islamabad. Maybe it's just a high expat area? Because any former British colony that's not United States, Canada, Anzac is going to have native languages, and this isn't any of those ones, any of those countries I mentioned. So I don't know. Exactly. It's not what I imagined Islamabad to look like either, but I can see there being a part that looks like this. Also, completely unfamiliar with these plates, so it's likely somewhere that we don't really get much, which validates Pakistan for me. Cat saying go for Pakistan. Anyone disagree? Strongly. Semi Marco saying send Pakistan. Let's do it. Nice. All right. Way to go, team. We've got... This is an interesting national flag. It looks like they've taken the Canadian one and replaced it with a mysterious leaf that I've never seen before. And then we'll change the colors as well. Interesting. And then we have Ukraine, Greece, Estonia, my favorite political union. we have what? Estonia. We're in Tallinn. Oh, we gotta end the Argentina poll. Or, sorry, the Mongolia poll. Yep. Everyone's saying Tallinn. Let's do it. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, European plate. Yeah, Sammy Marcos saying only 10 more men's. Gotta send it. I feel like looking at the cards is cheating. That's an Italian. This isn't Rome. This is Albania. This is Tirana. Watch this. Boom. The thinking there was it's the only other than Kyrgyzstan, Albania is the only other place with that red plate, and it also had European plates, which means Albania. That it's just the only place where those both exist. I fully agree with you on Germany. Yeah, this is the exact part of Berlin that I was going to say. So I think I literally stayed at a hotel right down here-ish at some point. Let's do Germany. Sammy Marcos saying, I was looking at Tallinn today. There's a train to the Russian border you want to take. It's only 2.5 hours. Sounds cool, but I feel like you gotta wait for the war to be over so you can go into Russia too. Yeah, exactly, W. Alexanderplatz. Oh, Katz, you've never been to Berlin. Maybe you should no, you're already all booked for April, May, aren't you? Okay, this one might be the one that gets us. Matches something lights Pacific Oil. Okay, that's helpful. El Tired saying it's nice. My hostel was near there too. Yeah, it's a cool area. I liked it. Sammy Marcos saying, yeah, I don't see myself going into Russia anytime soon. Yeah, valid. I like to believe the war will end hopefully soon. So, yeah, Cat saying one of the Pacific Islands. I have a thought. I could be totally wrong with this. What do you all think about Papua New Guinea? What if this is Port Moresby? Yeah, Sammy Marcos saying Port Moresby. Yeah, Sammy Marcos supporting it. Katz is saying good guess. And yeah, that's a good point, Sammy Marco. Even when the war ends, it's going to be hard to go. But hopefully that it won't be as hard. It was fairly hard before, but I mean, I don't know. Like to hope. And it was the Solomon Islands. Granted, I would have absolutely never thought to pick that. I don't know if any of you would have. Yeah, Christopher, you're asking a very good question that we should have considered. Where's the water facing? Yeah, the neighbor. Next one over. This is Warsaw. This is Polish. Any objections? Yep, Cat saying Warsaw. W. Dig saying Warsaw. Lieutenant saying, to be fair, if it's an island, it could face any direction. Yeah, but we could have ruled out Papua New Guinea. Jamaica. Yep, Cat saying Kingston, Jamaica. Sammy Marco saying Jamaica. Il Tired saying Jamaica. I like this version because we get so many of the... Oh, come on. Because we get so many of the countries that we don't normally get. The ones that don't have official coverage. Okay. Son. And of course we're just stuck. We can't move anywhere. Where might we be? I mean, this feels Germanic. Oh, tired saying Stockholm or Oslo. Vitjar Cafe something. W Dick saying Oslo. You were there this summer and it looks eerily familiar. Sammy Marco saying Oslo or Stockholm or Copenhagen. Ooh. I can get behind Oslo. Or, oh, Christopher likes saying Helsinki, which is another good one. Hey, quick thing. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen of Denmark. Sammy Marco, you might have hit the nail on the head. Yeah, W. Dick saying, I think I went inside that literal church. Then, yeah, no, wait, Denmark. Yep, Sammy Marco saying not Helsinki. It's definitely, the language is not Finnish, for sure. But this scene kind of right here felt very Helsinki to me. But, yes, nail on the head, Sammy Marco. Denmark. So W. Dick probably went in that church. Yeah, well, whoops. All right. Anyway, this is Central Europe. Oh, Kat is saying Bucharest. Yeah, what am I thinking? This obviously not Cyrillic. I'm down with Bucharest. I could see this being Hungarian. WD saying not Chisinau. No. This isn't Romanian. Right? This right here with the... So Theater Republican. I can see that being Romanian. Oh. No, now you have me thinking that this could be Romanian. Yeah, Sammy Marco, I agree. Now that I'm... Central, it's literally like... It's not going to be the same word in Hungarian. That's just so not... I remember I was looking at a list. I recently bought a puzzle, and it had translation, like a brief translation. It's like a paragraph about the puzzle, and about 15 different languages. And the one that I could understand the least of was Hungarian. There shouldn't be like the minimal loaner words. And there's theater, Republican, Central, which are all Latin-based words. Yeah, okay. Well, I went on that rant, and in that time, 2 people said that is Romanian. So, awesome. Yeah, W. Diggs... Okay, yeah. W. Dig saying it is Romanian, but could be Moldova. Sammy Marco saying doesn't look like Chisinau from what you've seen. And yeah, exactly. Hungarian's insane. It was more seeing like this bit right here that made me think, what is that? So we're agreed it's Romanian. We seem to be divided on if it's Romania or Moldova. So, with it being 10 p.m., our final round of the night It actually seems like we might not need the poll, but I'm gonna make it anyway. I misspelled Moldova. Seems that people believe this to be Romania, and we have 2 votes Romania, 3 votes Romania, 4 votes Romania. W. Dick saying send Romania, but I'll vote Moldova to be true to myself. All right, let's do it. Last one of the. Yeah, let's go! The unanimous. Just fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. Another absolutely great round today. We have had some real interesting rounds today. All right. Definitely agreeing with Iltired that it is time to go to bed. That was really funny. But with that, thank you all for watching, as always, and joining in and creating some really funny moments. Just like this week, next week will be on a Monday, as to not compete with the Super Bowl. My small YouTube channel, surprisingly, is not able to compete with the NFL, as a massive shock to everybody there. And then the week after that will also be on a Monday, as I will be moving to New York. So with that, good night, and I will